Sushi, you ready, buddy? You ready? How about that win? Let's go, baby, man. How about that win against the Pittsburgh Steelers? What's up, Colts fans? Big Dog Austin. You already know. I'm doing this reaction right after the game. Okay, I usually wait a couple days because, I want to be able to kind of digest the game, but I'm too pumped up, man. This was a huge win against a team that the Colts had to beat in their own stadium. I'll tell you what, you're going to see in my video that I post later, there's lots of Steeler fans. We're talking mad trash all game. Well, not all game long. Usually they are. But this time, the Colts played really well in the first quarter when they went up 13-0. Okay, they had a really good first drive, and then the Colts didn't really do anything. They couldn't really move the ball. And then there was a blocked punt, and I'm like, dude, this is not. We're down 13-0. It was not good. You had Matt Gay. He missed a field goal early. Matt Gay had some issues. I'm glad that they got him on the field there at the end of the game to make it a 17-point game. The final score ended up being 30-13. But they got Matt Gay in there on that last possession that the Colts had. And he kicked it, and he saw it go through. So I'm glad he got that. But he hasn't had a very good last couple of games. But he's had really good moments this season. But just these last couple of games, I'm not sure if he's got the yips or what's going on. But that field goal at the end of the game I feel like was big for Matt Gay. But, dude, to go down 13-0, to lose Zach Moss on that touchdown, the horse collar tackle, who was a touchdown. You lost Zach Moss. He's out for the game. And then Michael Pittman, you had that big, it was, I wouldn't want to say big catch because he didn't hold on to the ball. But he had that play, where he got fucking demolished by, what was his name? I had it right down here. DeMonte Kazi. He's a bum, okay? Get him out of there, all right? He got ejected, so see you later. And he's probably going to get a fine from the NFL, so good for that guy. After hitting Michael Pittman about, put him out of the game, but Michael Pittman walking off on his own power. Love to see it. Before exiting the game, Michael Pittman had 4 catches for 78 yards. I think that should put him over 1,000 yards. The ESPN thing wasn't updating, so I'll know that later on this week. But man, like I said, Zach Moss is out. Trey Sermon and Tyler Goodson both holding it down, playing bully ball in the late third quarter and in the whole fourth quarter. Just running the ball down the Pittsburgh Steelers defense throat. Trey Sermon had 17 carries for 88 yards. Tyler Goodson had 11 carries for 69 yards. Nice. And I thought it was an absolutely incredible game. Just all around, you played better. I feel like you played better on special. Well, you actually had 3 special teams miscues, right? I mean, I could argue that special teams didn't play as well as you would want them to. Now, Rigoberto had some good punts. He had some good punts. But he did the block punt. He had the 2 missed field goals by Matt Gay. And then I know that there was a couple of times where you give up pretty decent-sized returns through the special teams game. Sushi, how you doing about down there, buddy? Just in case you haven't met him, there's Sushi. He's causing a ruckus down here. He's going to, how you doing, buddy? You going to climb on me, I hope? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. But, the special teams, they definitely could have played better. Now, I mean, defense played lights out. I guess you're going to say here. Defense played lights out. Yeah? Should I not have brought you up here? Yeah, I don't think you were liking this, are you? Can I... I wonder how long he'd stay here. Please don't jump onto the thing. Please don't jump onto the thing. There you go, buddy. Are you okay? Yeah, he's fine. There you go. A little bit of cat action for you. Oh, now he's rolling around on the floor. He's fine. Where was I? The ground game against the Steelers. Really, really good job for the Colts there. Absolutely fun game. Seriously, this was a really, really fun game. The Steelers fans, they're always packing almost every stadium they go to, especially when they only have to drive across one state, Ohio, and to get to Indiana. I mean, the Steelers fans, they make the trip. And seriously, hats off to the Steelers fans. They were packing the stadium. They were loud for the first half, and then they were down 1 point at halftime, and I heard a little less chirping. And then, the game kind of unfolded. They didn't score a single second half point. So there's that. So I'm pretty sure I ruined a couple Steelers fans' nights to the people behind me. I was having a good time because my team was winning, getting up and cheering, having a good time. But, they're bitter Steelers fans coming in here thinking that they're going to get a win, and they didn't get no win. They went home sad, upset. I saw a guy from Ohio, right, at the gas station. He was a Steelers fan. He was all sad and stuff. I'm just looking at him, just pumping my gas. Didn't say nothing to him, just because he already knew that the Steelers had lost. And now the Steelers, they dropped down to 11th in the AFC. They are behind the Buffalo Bills, the Denver Broncos, the Houston Texans, the Colts now, all at 7-6. The Bengals won earlier today. They're the 6th seed in the playoffs. The Colts remain in the playoffs. They're the 7th seed. Now you got the Texans, Broncos, Bills. The Broncos are playing right now, and they're currently down at halftime to the Detroit Lions, 21-0. So we'll see how that game unfolds. Then you got the Texans. They play tomorrow. They're without C.J. Stroud. They're starting Case Keenum. Then you've got the Bills. They're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. So if some stuff starts working out, you can start getting a little bit of separation from these teams. And, that's what you need. That's what you want as a Colts team. You just continue to play good football. And in this win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the first time since 2008, snapping a 15-year drought, this team hasn't been beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. I understand the series lead is still 27-7. That's all fine and dandy, It sucks, but we're on the up and up. Okay, we're 1-0. Like I said, in my pregame video, the Colts playoff chances, they're up to 63% now. Now I'd have to check. I'm sure the Broncos, if they lose, that'll help a little bit. If this, that, and the other happens, then that'll certainly help. But this was a huge win. This was a must-have, and the Colts played about as good as you wanted them to. There was a couple of things. T.J. Watt wasn't the game record that I thought he could be, that a lot of people thought he could be. He did have 2 sacks early, but they held their own against him. There was one where I said this to my dad right before the play happened. I go, it's either going to be a really quick pass or it's going to be a sack. Because I saw T.J. Watt on the left side have just one-on-one. One-on-one. No help, nothing. Right to the quarterback. Damn near unblocked. But you got to give the Colts offensive line credit. They played bully ball in the second half. They kept Gardner Minshew clean. Gardner Minshew didn't have a single turnover. We didn't have a single turnover. If you want to talk about that block punt being really the only kind of turnover, that was it. The Colts played awesome. They took care of the ball, which is exactly what you want them to do, and they suffocated the Steelers on defense. The Steelers, they only had one good drive, and then that blocked punt. And then, that led to a touchdown. They didn't get the touchdown on the block punt, but that led to a very short field position. It was an all-around good game. I'm super happy, super excited that we got the win, and we're one step closer to the playoffs. And now tomorrow at work, I can just relax and just hope that the Texans are getting beat. And then I'll probably be able to watch the second half of that Bills-Cowboys game. And that's going to be a good one. So I guess I'm a Cowboys fan tomorrow because I'd love to see the Bills lose. Out of all these teams left, we have the Texans left on our schedule. So if they win this game, I'm not messed up about it. But the Broncos, they're down 21-0 at halftime. If they lose to the Lions, that's awesome. But the Bills are the only team in the AFC that in the wild card race right now that really scare me. Not we just need to take care of business. That's all we need to worry about. We need to beat the Falcons. We need to beat the Raiders. We need to beat the Texans. That's all we need to worry about. But the Bills are the team that they could win out as well. They're at Buffalo playing the Cowboys. That's not a gimme either, but they're at Buffalo. And I think in my picks video I picked the Cowboys to win, so we'll see how that goes. This is a huge day tomorrow. Then you got, I think, uh, who closes it out on Monday night? I can't quite remember. Is it the Dolphins? I feel like they just played on Monday night. Did they not? I don't know. I'm not worried about the Dolphins right now. We're not worried about catching the Dolphins. The Jaguars, though, they play the Baltimore Ravens tomorrow on Sunday night, so that's a game to watch as well. The Jaguars are 8-5. If they lose, that would open up the door. We'd be tied for first. They'd have the head-to-head tiebreaker over us because they swept us this season. But you never know. We could mess around and win the division. So a lot of fun things, and then it just feels so much better that we got this win in Lucas Oil Stadium in front of a national TV audience on 4:30. 4:30 was the start time. Man, what a game, man! Seriously, what a game! It was so satisfying seeing the Steelers fans leave the game early. That's always fun when you have a home game and you see the opposing team's fans leaving early. The people behind me, they didn't want to leave. They're like, I'm not leaving. I've never left a game before the 2-minute warning. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Okay, that's fine. But we won, man. It's just, let's go, man. Huge win for the Colts. Can't state that enough, man. I can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we get these teams to some of these teams to lose, man. But let's go, man. Let's go, Colts.